Good evening. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Chelley Roy Show. I am your host, Chelley Roy, and we have a great show for you guys tonight. I pray that you guys are having a great week. I pray that you guys are continuing to be safe and sanitized. Before we get into the show, I always like to start off by thanking our sponsors. The Chelley Roy Show is sponsored by Built on Survival Skills Apparel. We're also sponsored by Liquid Lipo, where you can lose up to 1 pound a day. For tips on how to become a boss, be sure to check out ShelleyBossUp.com. I also want to thank my makeup artist, Amber Singletary, and my photographer, Stephen Tucker. You guys stay tuned and don't go anywhere, because up next we have comedian Alabama and Youngcryo11 after the break.
Hi, I'm Alabama, stand-up comedian, writer, actor, entertainer. I'm a 19-plus year vet of the comedy game. Also helped run a comedy club, Baltimore Comedy Factory, located in Baltimore, Maryland. Not only as a talent, but I also booked the shows also. I have had a chance to work with some of the funniest comedians, male and female, in the country. Also have my new podcast coming up very soon. I'll tell more about that. But enjoy me on the Chelley Roy Show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Chelley Roy Show. I am your host, Chelley Roy, and my first guest is the host of Baltimore Comedy Factory, and you guys may have also seen him on BET's Comic View. Help me welcome comedian Alabama. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What are we gonna say?
I don't know. I was thinking about looking up that lipo. Lose a pound.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. It's really, really good. You definitely can lose up to 1 pound a day. So
Up to 1 pound a day.
up to 1 pound a
Okay,
day.
cool.
So let's talk afterwards. And anyone else who's interested in shedding those extra pounds, check out your girl. You can lose up to 1 pound a day.
Yeah, that quarantine weight.
Yes.
Quarantine weight.
Exactly.
My body is so. I'm top heavy.
You're top heavy.
5X up here, 18 by 20. People think I'm wearing skinny jeans. No, they're my legs.
Then your legs?
My legs.
Oh my goodness. You know, most men don't play when they come to you talking about their legs.
Yeah,
The skinny legs.
I try the legs
That
day,
is.
but sometimes it don't. Legs day ain't working right now, so
I'm so honored that you're here.
I'm happy
So,
to be here.
Thank you so much. So guys, my first time at the Baltimore Comedy Factory, this guy here welcomed me with open arms,
No doubt.
introduced me to the entire show. So I want to return the favor and welcome you into my house.
I am
Welcome
honored.
to the Chelley Roy Show.
It's nice too, nice furniture, you know.
Thank
So I've been
you.
on some shows where I just sat on the ottoman.
That's,
you know.
This is not that,
Yeah,
and
so
that is not
I
this.
am glad. I made sure I took a shower before I came here.
Absolutely.
Can't get this white dirty.
You sure can. You sure can.
I love
so
it.
I appreciate that. We're definitely doing something different here.
Okay,
We pride ourselves on quality and excellence, and that's what we're about.
I'm with that.
So I appreciate that. So we're doing it spicy here.
I see.
The Chelley Roy Show is the hottest talk show. So
It is.
We're doing it different.
Chelley with a C.
That's right.
That's it. Make
That's
sure
right.
you don't forget that.
Don't forget it and don't mess it up. I appreciate that. So tell me who Alabama is and what's your story.
I grew up in Talladega, Alabama. Talladega, Alabama.
Dega, okay.
Talladega. Some
Gotcha.
people might know it about the racetrack and stuff like that. So I grew up there, upper poor. Didn't have much. Me and my brother slept in the same bed for a long time.
Listen,
He was a bedwetter.
Uh-oh.
He used to pee on my side of the bed. I used to fuss out like, man, you 25 years old. What you doing?
No, not at 25.
Yeah, you know, it was rough.
Oh, wow, that is rough.
It was rough growing up.
That, apparently, for sure.
So I grew up in Talladega, raised there, and I guess what time I got in my mid-20s, moved to the Baltimore, Maryland areas, started pursuing comedy, son audition tape, the Comic View. They didn't choose me. This was back in 2000. They didn't pick me, but they sent me emails telling me different things. Hey, try this material, segue into your jokes, and just gave me professional tips. And I just took with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
And I'm glad that you did that. And that's something that is really good.
Right.
I mean, you took something positive from it. And so the thing for me is with whatever it is you're doing, no matter how many times you start over, but the key is not to give up. And so you could have took that and spent it on something negative.
I could have took that as rejection.
Absolutely.
And just said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do this comedy thing. I tried and they ain't picked me, but I didn't do that. I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't either.
I'm fortunate enough that I've been able to work with and open up with some of the funniest comedians, male and females in the country. So I love it. I love doing it.
That's amazing. And I love what you're doing. You're so funny.
Thank you so much.
Funny. And you know what? It also comes at the right time.
Right.
I mean, you never can get enough of comedy. Comedy is actually soothing to the soul.
Right.
But especially coming on the heels of this pandemic that we're in.
Oh, yes.
It's absolutely necessary.
Very necessary. And as for the comedians, we want people to come back out and laugh. We know some people are a little cautious about laughing, but during the pandemic, you know, some of us comedians had to sit back and evaluate what we was going to do. You know, I had to do different things. I started selling prepaid legal. I became an online minister.
Listen, you have to find a way. You have to find a way.
Hey, I had to. Hey, if you ever want to get married after the comedy show, come to me. I got you.
Oh, boy. You officiate weddings?
I officiate weddings and stuff. So we was doing different things to just try to stay active. I was doing different things. I was in different places. I was in parking lots on top of a truck. Used that as a stage to do some events. So we had to get very creative during the pandemic.
No, that's interesting you asked me that, because that was one of my questions. Like, how did it impact you and what did you actually do to kind of get through it? So,
well, it was kind of different from me and a lot of other comics who whole monetary income is based on doing shows or something associated with comedy. So being down 6 or 7 months like that, I really had to sit back and think, what I'm going to do, and then once we open back up, what type of comedian do I want people to see? You know, so I had to evaluate what I was doing before, and came back out and try to be better, be smarter, and
so
just
what do you
present
feel like
something.
some of the things you changed during that time for the better? What are some of those things you feel you changed?
For every moment that I'm on stage, don't take that for granted. You know, rather you in front of 300 people or in front of 10 people. You know, never take it for granted. And some people are there, and comedy is healing. As you said earlier. So some people really, really, really need that, especially at a time like this where people have lost their jobs, people have lost family members. So wherever they laugh at might be sort of different now. So I had to make sure that what I'm presenting will represent not only something that's good and nurturing to their heart, but also I can spread it out among the universe.
Absolutely. Impactful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's major. So during the pandemic, I know you had to be creative. What would you say was one of your most memorable moments of being creative with the comedy that you felt was successful?
Most creative way of doing comedy during the pandemic that was successful. I hate the Zoom shows. So I'm going to go on record and tell I don't care too much for Zoom, the shows. If people are not familiar with the Zoom
getting
shows,
some used to.
It's remotely. You don't have an audience. You know, you have to wait until emojis come up before to see if people laugh. Right. One thing I did find out that even doing that I can engage with somebody from my living room to theirs. And that really let me know that, okay,
You got
I'm
something.
pretty good at this.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
that is important. But the other thing too, with the Zoom, I feel like if you know you're funny, and if you can laugh at your own jokes, I mean, that helps too.
You weren't supposed to laugh
know what
at
I
our
mean?
own jokes, though.
Why not if it's fun? I think I'm hilarious.
You know, I
I'm
give a, you know,
every time.
you can give a little body, a little body chuckle, but you know,
Really?
at the same time, if you consistently funny and naturally funny, you can be successful in doing that.
Okay.
You know,
I
so
appreciate that.
I don't like Zoom shows. Sorry.
No, I get it. Zoom, it definitely takes some getting used to.
It takes a lot to get
It
used to.
definitely does.
So.
I mean, me with work, I don't do a lot of the Zooms. We do a lot of conference calls and Skypes.
Okay.
Which that's a little bit different. But even with the Zoom, it takes some getting used to.
Right.
Especially if you want to do like the presentations and all that other stuff. It takes some getting used
It takes a lot to get
You're not
used to.
alone.
Sometimes I have to forget not to stand up. You know, I have my top half good.
Oh, boy.
And I've been in my boxers, and
No.
you know, I have
No,
to.
that's embarrassing.
I be, you know,
That's a
I have to
laugh.
forget, you know, so yeah. For
That's
them,
one way to get a
not for
laugh.
me. I
That's
tell them it's cold
definitely
in here.
one
you know?
way to get a laugh.
True.
For sure. So tell me about the name Alabama. Did you have several names before that? Like, how did you come up with the name Alabama for entertainer?
I like to tell people God sent it to me. But,
Okay, that works too.
To be honest with, I was.
He'll give you the vision.
I'm gonna tell people a little transparency. My real name is Deshaun, you know. So I was gonna try to go as Deshaun, you know, and so I was like one of those during the early 2000s comedians trying to think of something gimmicky,
Yeah.
you know, to come up with that's catchy that people go. So I was sitting down one day and I was writing down different names. I wrote down Sean the Magnificent, like I did magic or something. And I was just writing down names. And then just one day, I went to an open mic and I just told the guy, I said, hey, just call me Alabama. And it just
So just
stuck.
out the blue, after all that
It just stuck.
creativity and
After doing all that
brainstorming
writing, brainstorming, you went always back to what's simple.
yeah,
So yeah, I've
I
tried
like
to
it.
go as I have tried to use my name.
Yeah.
But people won't let me. After
let you
so
be great.
long, they won't let me. They won't let me use my name.
they won't let
so.
you be great. Well, I actually think Alabama is very befitting.
I like that.
You're
Yeah.
very humble,
I try.
very subtle. You are.
Yeah,
You're very humble, and
I am.
that Southern hospitality that I hear every time you talk. So I think it's very befitting.
I appreciate that.
So
I appreciate that.
I actually
I get
like
all
that.
kinds of names. People say Big Country. They call me all kinds of names. You know, Talladega. You know. So
Talladega.
I like it. Yeah. People that's not from there call it Talladega. But we from
Talladega.
there, we call it Talladega.
And that's
you know,
what I thought you said.
It rhymes with something else, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, so.
I can imagine. So the other thing I was going to ask you about with your audition with Comic View,
Mm-hmm.
how did you initially get into the audition?
Comic View had a commercial looking for comedians.
Oh, okay.
And at this time, it was late '99, so they still had the VHS tapes. I made
way
the VHS tapes. I invited 8 friends and a studio audience just like this.
Okay.
And I told one joke. It took me like 8 minutes to tell this one joke.
Oh, wow.
'cause I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm glad they saw it. Somebody had to see it to
Right.
reject it. I ain't gonna use the word rejected, but see it to see
that
it
was your starting point.
and gave me some notes and stuff like that. So hey,
For you to just tweak it.
it
So
was
how do you go
tough.
about your material now, knowing what you know and you've had some, time and some experience under your belt since you've been, doing the comedy now for 19 years. How do you go about preparing your material now? Is it
some-
all real life, most of it?
Most of
or-
the real life, observational. Some things that's crazy to me. Sometimes I go by what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I might see somebody. Just for example, seeing the guy. The owner of this place, shout out to Denzel, walking around, chewing his gum
Absolutely,
with his
Denzel.
hands in his pocket,
Great
ready
guy.
to fire somebody.
Great guy.
That's that.
You
I'm
still
ready.
waiting to fire
That's that ready to fire somebody. When they chewing them gum with their hand, checking out who I need to get rid of. So I pick up on stuff, and I just pick up on people. I pick up on people. I go to a show earlier, hear the crowd, see if they talking to each other, see if they quiet, and then I find a way to approach it. And I just let my material work. Some stuff is set. Some things I've had for years that's in the routine. But sometimes I like to throw in some little improv, be funny with what I'm seeing type thing, and connect it together.
No, I think that's good. I think you have to have a wheelhouse of different things, and it's important, like you said, to really figure out and find a way to basically connect with your audience.
Right, and when you travel around the country, different, you performing in Greensboro, North Carolina, or Washington, D.C., or Baltimore, those are different people. So you try to have a connection to it, because some of those people have never been there. The places you have to visualize it for them.
Yeah.
If I go do a show in Nebraska, have they ever been to Baltimore? Who knows? So I have to bring talking about something to them.
Yeah. The other thing is, along with being able to prepare the right material to be able to connect with your audience, how do you mentally prepare, like for, a place like Nebraska or somewhere you've never really gone?
Drugs, most of the time, drugs.
So you use drugs to prepare. So does that then help you prepare, how to receive the feedback? Because, sometimes people don't always get the joke. Like, how do you prepare yourself for that?
How do I prepare for people not laughing?
Yeah.
I don't. They gonna laugh.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
I always tell young comedians, if you tell something and people don't laugh, keep going.
There you go. Yeah.
Just keep going. They don't know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They don't know that's your punchline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell anybody, they don't know your material. Only you know your material.
I love that.
So wherever you do, you might stumble upon something or tell something not right. They don't know. Now, you can go kick yourself in the butt afterwards, be like, oh, I messed up. But the audience don't know. They'll still go up to you and say, man, you was hilarious. And you say in your head, man, I just fucked up. Oh, excuse me. I just messed up. So
yeah. Well, that's a good point. You absolutely have to stay on cue because you're the only one who knows what the material is.
You're the only ones that know.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to the great, rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And he told me.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Good.
Do you or anyone you know have a business or a brand you want to promote? Would you like to be a guest or be a part of our studio audience? If so, contact us at thechelleyroyshow@gmail.com or contact us on Instagram at The Chelley Roy Show. Can't wait to hear from you guys.
Keep clapping, y'all. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Keep clapping, y'all. What's your fault? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right, well, here y'all. I'm excited. Looking good? Appreciate that. I lost over 120 pounds, y'all. Exercise, a little cocaine, a little bit. I ain't going to any Craig. I met a dude named Craig. He's my life coach, but I think the surgery would have been less expensive, though. I like this. I like to see the faces. Interracial couples, I like that. That's how I like my black women. White. Exactly how I like. I'm I'm excited to be in the Baltimore Comedy Festival. I really got excited when I saw y'all mature women in the arts. I like that. I like older women, man. You know, I like mine like
Yeah. Welcome back to the Chelley Roy Show, guys. I am back here with Mr. Comedian Alabama.
Yes.
So we left off, we were talking about how you are able to mentally prepare for not necessarily the rejection, but
Right.
when you don't get the necessary response
Right.
from the audience that you would think that you would get. And you were basically saying that you just keep going.
Just keep
never
going.
stop.
And as I was stating earlier, as the late, great John Witherspoon, he used to tell me is people can't, 90% of that audience can't do what you're doing when you're on
Amen.
that stage. So just look at it like that. Hey, I'm on the stage, you're not.
Absolutely.
So there's a fine line between being confident and try not to be too arrogant going into it, because the audience will humble you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
As you can tell right now, audience.
Are you guys enjoying Alabama so far? Good guy. Yeah, give it up for him. Give it up for him.
I can't see.
He said he can't tell.
I can't see with their teeth. So can they at least laugh with your eyes or something like that? Do something. Especially this guy right here.
What you got?
This yellow shirt. He
Can you laugh
judging me.
with your eyes?
I see he judging me.
I absolutely love that. And that is a great tip, because oftentimes people on the outside looking in think that what we do, or even being up here, is easy.
Right.
And I always say if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
That's true.
So it's definitely not easy. You just have to master your craft.
Yeah,
Like you said, just
it's not
working, getting
easy,
better.
and you can't be lazy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
put that
definitely-
together, and you good.
You definitely can't be lazy. So with you doing the bookings and the shows for the Baltimore Comedy Factory, I know you have had the ability to meet some amazing, dynamic people. Out of all of the great people that you've met, who is most memorable? Who is your inspiration? Who are you inspired by?
I have had a chance to work with a lot of people. I have a chance to work with the late, great Dick Gregory. There was one time I had Dick Gregory and Paul Mooney in the same room.
Yeah.
And that humbled me. Well, I had many great, it's so many. Chelley, Trevor Noah, got to work with him before he became on the Daily Show. Got to work with other comedians like Drew Carey from Price is Right.
Nice.
I have Monique, got to work with Oscar-winning comedian,
That's
actress, Monique, who happened to be from Baltimore. So also, I got to work with all the Wayans brothers. Working with one coming up this coming weekend.
And they'll be here this weekend,
with
guys.
Marlon.
I'm going to get me some tickets one way or the other.
I'll get you in there. I'll sneak you in my duffel bag. I'll get you in there. So I've been fortunate enough to work with them and them to work with me. So
that's awesome.
That's always been a blessing, and I can learn a lot from them. And they teach, and I teach it, and we help write each other. Mark Curry have written some stuff for me. George Lopez has advised me on some things. So
that's amazing.
That's great.
So with those encounters, have you ever sat with them and asked them what advice they could give, or just try and really, because they say in order to be great, surround yourself with people who are great, so that you can learn from them.
That's true.
So in those encounters, do you ever find yourself asking them for advice?
I don't ask for advice. I more or less, we have a conversation and we talk about things. And I might be like, what did you do in this situation?
Right.
Because we are in the business of decisions, decisions you make and moments.
Yeah, sure.
Decisions and moments. Whatever decision you make, does it create a moment that can either take you to the next level, keep you where you at, or bring you down.
Absolutely.
So talking to them, I don't say I go to them like, hey man, can you tell me this? But some of them will just come to me and be like, hey Alabama, I saw your set. Why don't you try this in your joke, or try this? And I tried, it worked. If it doesn't work, I blame them.
You blame them, not just remove it. No, that's helpful.
Yes.
I mean, not only do you have to find someone that you can connect into and draw energy from, because it's exhausting sometimes when people are always attaching themselves to you and just bringing you down. So the fact that you have that circle of people where you can connect yourself to like a generator and get the necessary energy that you need. That's really important.
Hey, what the guy says, show me your friends, I show you your future.
I'm telling you. How about that?
You know?
How about that?
I tell my kids, who your friends.
Yeah. It says a lot.
That says a lot.
It says a whole lot.
So
So the next question I have is somewhat different from what we've been speaking about. But I
Okay.
often wonder,
here we go.
yeah, I often wonder when it comes to comedians, because you guys are super funny, so much laughter. So from the dating perspective, do you find it hard, just in general, not now, not yesterday, not a particular time,
Right.
but just in general, do you find it difficult dating as a comedian? And the reason I ask that is because some people that I speak to say that they find it hard because people don't take them serious when they want to be serious.
Right. In my aspect of it, where I find it difficult to be is comedy and dealing with my relationships. In my former marriage, comedy is that, I want to use the word mistress. She's a side chick, but that side chick be trying to move into the main bedroom. And it can be challenging. I had often joked with some of the comedians' wives that they need to start a comedian entertainer group,
Yeah.
because it can be pretty difficult because you're doing things, you're coming home late, you're in other states, but you just have to have a trust about it, and that's different for everybody.
Absolutely.
That's very difficult. So
For sure.
I ain't gonna call it difficult. It has its challenges.
It has its ups and
It has
downs.
its ups and downs.
Of
Especially if you're just starting and you're not making comedy, you're not making money as income to comedy. You might have a woman or a guy who'll be like, well, why are you doing it? You're not bringing home no money. Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And they don't follow your dream.
Yeah.
And then that can get into it, why are you doing this? Then you're like, oh, you don't believe in me. That's another story.
That's definitely another story because it's your vision.
It's
so
your
no matter
vision.
what, you need to believe in yourself, no matter if anyone else believes in you.
Right,
They
yeah.
won't ever get it because
But the
they
cable
don't see what
bill
you
and rent and mortgage and all that still is due.
still got to be paid.
It still is
Absolutely.
due. And sometimes you starting out, you might go do some shows that you're making enough to put gas in the car.
Yeah. That's a humbling experience.
Very
it definitely
humbling.
goes back to your belief.
It goes back to your passion, what you believe in. Do you believe in yourself? You gotta believe in yourself first.
First and foremost, for
Yep.
sure. So the next question I have for you, for an aspiring comedian, what advice would you have?
Somebody want to do comedy, first, if you have a real good job, keep it. Because in comedy, it ain't no 401k, it's just 401. and that's not
A.
and that's not 400. Work on your craft.
Yeah.
Work on it. Don't let others who are doing what you do. Don't let your peers. Because we as adults, we can still fall upon peer
Of
pressure.
course, we're human.
And judge where we at to where someone else at. Don't do that.
Absolutely.
Have your own journey. Believe in yourself and and work on your craft. Work on your craft as many times as you can. If you're a comedian or a rapper or music, if they have anywhere in your city where they do open mic,
Yeah.
poetry, anything, and they'll let you get on that stage, do it. That's what happened to me. I was go to poetry nights and do some comedy, and they enjoy me. I have been to rap battles. I'm not no rapper, but they'll let me on stage and
was an opportunity.
opportunity
Yeah.
in front of people, and you cut your teeth a little bit.
That
So
was awesome. Awesome.
any
Jim.
stage.
Awesome, Jim.
Yep.
Great. So I understand that I think you just did your first show for your
Yes.
podcast. Talk to me a little bit about
Yes,
that.
I just started a podcast. I did my first show back on May 4th.
Okay.
Title still in work, but it's kind of like behind the curtain. I try to pull the behind the curtains because people ask us things like, how do we balance relationships and comedy? Where do we get our comedy material from? stuff like that. How's the road? You know, what do you eat? You know, try to get some healthy stuff because you can get very unhealthy on the road.
Of course,
I told people I ate so much the 7-Eleven 2 for $2 hot dogs and big gulps and stuff you eating at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And that can really weigh on you. So you
It
know,
does.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely.
So stuff like that, and I'm very proud of it.
You should be.
Proud of
So
my
just
very first
everyday
show.
type conversations. and
Everyday
topics.
type conversations and things that people want to know. I take questions from the audience,
That's
people in the
good. Always
comments.
have
So
engagement.
I like it. So still working on some things,
Okay.
but it's still, we got the first show out, so I'm very proud of that.
That's good. That's the part. You just have to start.
Got to start
you're
somewhere.
starting it, and you'll just go from there. And I have faith that you'll do well. So I'm not worried about that. So how often do you air your show?
I do it like every 3 weeks
Okay.
right now
Okay.
because I promote it and I try to work on getting some great guests. And sometimes dealing with comedians and stuff can be rough.
Can be rough.
I'm telling you, I'm a
Yeah.
comedian myself. I try not to be hard to work with, you know. So it could be a little rough, them getting back into you, getting
Yeah.
back in touch with you. Hey, come and do my show. Okay, just send me an email. And then you tick, 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 tick.
Well, that's a good cadence. You just have to be consistent with it, and
Oh, yeah.
it'll come.
But yeah,
It'll
because
definitely
me
come.
booking comedians from the shows and dealing with them for the past 16, 17 years, I know how to deal with them,
Good.
you know.
Good.
Hang them over the balcony like Big Red.
That's one way to get what you want.
Hey, comedy need a
That's one
Suge
way.
Knight. Maybe I can
That is one way. for
Suge
sure.
Knight it.
So, what would you say are one of your success habits?
Success habits? Oh, I know how to roll a mean blunt.
Ooh,
But
I get the habit
but,
part, but next.
I think I have. I think I have, or I've been told, I have great patience.
That's nice. Most people don't have that. That's hard to find.
I'm patient. I am a very patient person.
In every aspect, or just certain
Most
things, or?
aspects, I'm patient. I try not to raise my blood pressure up,
Good.
type things. But I'm in show business, so it's show business, not show friends.
Yeah,
And people will
absolutely.
show you.
For sure.
They'll show you something. So I think me dealing with people inside the show business is one of my best habits, qualities that I have.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And I'm a loyal person. I'm very loyal.
That's a good characteristic
Yeah.
as well. Good attribute to have.
That's my strength and that's my weakness.
I can relate. I can relate
Yeah.
for
so
sure. That strength and that weakness can get you sometimes. So
It will.
I can definitely relate. So really quickly, tell everybody what your social media handles are and
Okay.
how they can contact you.
All right. If you want to contact me, Alabama, you can reach me on eHarmony, Kristen Mingle, Plenty of Fish. But most importantly, you can reach me on if you're on Instagram, follow me at Comedian Alabama, just as it's spelled, COMEDIAN, Alabama. Also, if you're on Facebook, where there's nothing but Bible quotes and recipes, you can follow me, ALA, put a space between it, BAMA, Alabama.
Thank you so much for joining us, Alabama.
I'm
Did you
glad
guys
to
enjoy
be here.
Alabama?
I'm glad
Give it
to
up
be
for
here.
you guys.
Thank you. She ain't clap. Okay, she was taking a picture.
Thank you so much. We're going to go take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Do you or anyone you know have a business or a brand you want to promote? Would you like to be a guest or be a part of our studio audience? If so, contact us at thechelleyroyshow@gmail.com or contact us on Instagram at The Chelley Roy Show. Can't wait to hear from you guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Youngcryo11. I'm an artist, I'm a songwriter, and basically I make music. I've been creating music for almost like 7-8 months now. It hasn't been a year yet, so yeah, I've been creating for like 7-8 months now. And what inspired me to create music was family and friends. But what influenced me to make it was this artist named Juice WRLD. I listened to a lot of Juice WRLD. And how I made music was I have a MacBook with a snowball and a pop filter. So, and my friend, he's a beat producer, so he makes a lot of beats. He even has some on YouTube and stuff like that. So what we do is like he sends me the beats, I put my verse on there, and then I send him my verse, and then he like masters it and stuff like that. And yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the Chelley Roy Show. My next guest is joining me all the way from Atlantic City, New Jersey, performing his hit single, Say It. You guys give it up for Youngcryo11.
Lucifer, go on. Call me Daddy.
Coming in strong, something I'm right, but I always been wrong, always been ballin' on with my day ones. Tired niggas acting like they were there for me, but you didn't even know me barely. When I pop off, shit can get scary. By my cheese, I ain't talking no dairy. How I'm moving, ain't no one can stop, so what's really poppin'? Niggas be acting like they getting money, but you know damn well they got none in the pocket. I guess I'm hurting the nerve, but know they be throwing shit, cause you know I got it locked in. They looking goofy like David Chappelle, turning my story right into a tell. You can never see me catching the L. I will always stay true to myself. Sorry, shorty, we got nothing in common. You gotta go, ain't this no option, don't get it confused. Do what I want and I make my own rules. I'm just a striker that go for the kill. Soon enough I'll go up in the hills. Heat it up, got me feeling so ill. I don't know why these niggas keep on hating. I'm not the nigga that you wanna play with. Gotta tune me something I stay with. And they said I was gonna be broke, and they gonna be selling mistaken. All that talking, man, gotta be wasted. Gotta get it right, no concentration. Everything must come with some patience. If you have a problem, better say it.
Give it up for Youngcryo, guys. Did you guys enjoy that performance? Yeah. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hey, look, these niggas is not artists. I'm stepping up as if I'm really marching. They know when I start spinning becomes real alarming. Most these haters keep swearing they biting, but they're just barking. If they were, I promise you they will only be harmless. And trust me, I could be nice but also heartless. If they run up on me and believe they'll get the part, and I'm only just finished something that they have already started. So many people said I was gonna mix, it was impossible. Swear to God, I really gonna face any obstacles. Feeling like I'm Luke Cage, very unstoppable. They're trying to figure me out because I'm just unsolvable. Yeah, been making different moves, always having people just guessing. And the only time they really love me is when they feeling threatened. Cause way I'm really rapping can be dangerous like a lethal weapon. No, I'm not no teacher, but I hope you learn from something from this lesson.
Do you or anyone you know have a business or a brand you want to promote? Would you like to be a guest or be a part of our studio audience? If so, contact us at thechelleyroyshow@gmail.com or contact us on Instagram at The Chelley Roy Show. Can't wait to hear from you guys.
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Chelley11. I'm an artist, I'm a songwriter, and basically I make music. I've been creating music for almost like 7-8 months now. It hasn't been a year yet, so yeah, I've been creating for like 7-8 months now. And what inspired me to create music was family and friends. But what influenced me to make it was this artist named Juice WRLD. I listened to a lot of Juice WRLD. And how I made music was I have a MacBook with a snowball and a pop filter. So, and my friend, he's a beat producer, so he makes a lot of beats. He even has some on YouTube and stuff like that. So what we do is like he sends me the beats, I put my verse on there, and then I send him my verse, and then he like masters it and stuff like that. And yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back, guys. Give it up for that amazing performance. Say it was hot, right? What you guys think? Super hot. Welcome back, Cyro. Welcome. Cyro is here with me and his producer, Erickson. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So listen, before I get into Say It, that was super hot. Tell us who Chelley11 is and what's your story.
Chelley11 is a kid that's from a little town. He's been basically he's just been hooping since he was a kid. But had more passion for music, and yeah.
That's awesome. So Erickson, how long have you been producing music, and how long have you known Cyro?
I've been producing music for about 2 years now.
Okay.
And I met Cyro like in high school.
Okay.
Freshman year.
So how did you guys decide to do a collaboration? Did you know that he made beats, he was good at beats? Did you know that he had a passion for writing music? Like, how did this collaboration?
I didn't even know, like, we met since like freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't even know he made beats until my junior year. Until like we were in the same class. He told me like that he makes beats ever since, and I was like, really? So it was cool. So I told him I plan on rapping. So
yeah. So I'm new to this whole artist, producer, writing, making beats. So what came first? Was it the beat? You sent it to him, or did you write your lyrics and you sent it to him? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, so basically, he makes the beats and sends to me through my phone, and then I put it on my laptop, then I record, just think of something creative, and send it to him, and he just masters it and stuff like that, and that's right. There's just a song.
That's awesome. So, what do you think about Say It when you first actually laid his writing over top of your music? What did you think about it?
It was actually an old beat that I made. It was like when I first started producing, and I was surprised that he used it for the song, because I sent it to him like a long time ago, and now I'm just hearing it. I'm like, oh, this is fire.
He's been in the lab all that time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, Say It is fire. Like, where did you get the lyrics come from?
To be honest, just my imagination. When I hear the beat, I just, I go with the flow. So I just go with the flow of the beat, and I just try to come up with things and see if this is good, see if this is not good, and you know.
Well, that's good. You definitely have to have a creative imagination to be able to do what you're doing. So I commend you for that because not everybody has an imagination. So
Thank you.
you're really good at that. So you mentioned to me that you were inspired by Juice World.
Yeah.
Who's Juice World and what inspired you?
So Juice WRLD was a Chicago rapper from he was a rapper from Chicago, and I just happened to come across him through SoundCloud and heard his few of his songs, and it was pretty fire and kind of somehow relative at the same time.
Yeah.
So
So that's important. You have to, in order to be drawn into something, you have to feel like it's relatable. So was it a particular song or something at that moment that you heard of Juice WRLD that made you say, if he can do it, I can do it too?
this song was called "Fighting Demons." I listen to probably almost every day.
Yeah.
Is it because it's like very
It's relatable.
inspirational? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What about you? Can you relate to Juice WRLD and why?
Yeah. He's very melodic with his voice, and I feel like that's just a really good expression of how many people feel.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So what's next for you, or where do you want to go with the music? I think you're super talented. And everybody that's watching, Chelley11 is open to sitting down with anyone who is willing to sign him and talk and have serious conversations with him. So I think you're super dope. I think you're super talented. So where is it that you're trying to go with your music?
Right now I'd rather be just independent.
Independent?
Yeah. Yeah, just me and I'm just gonna be a duo for now. Be independent, just make great songs, try to make a few hits, see where it goes.
Okay. You want to be independent, make a few hits, and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What's next for you? Because producing isn't easy. You have to have a skill for it and a craft for it.
Yeah. Right now it's just a hobby. That's kind of how it started. I just came across beat making and I was interested. So, like I said, now it's just a hobby and we're on the same page. So
you want to be independent as well?
yeah.
Okay. So with you guys being independent and with the gym that the first guest mentioned earlier, where you guys live, if they're doing open mics and having different opportunities to kind of showcase your talent, are you guys thinking along those lines? Because that's a way for you to be independent as well, but to get as much exposure that you possibly can.
Yes, of course. I don't plan on stopping, so
I love that.
I don't really plan on stopping, and I'd rather just see where it goes. That's as much as I know.
Okay, I got that. So for you, Erickson, what are some of your success habits? What would you say some of your success habits are?
Success habits. What do you mean by that?
So do you believe in affirmations? Do you believe in writing out some of your goals or some of the things that you want to do?
Yeah. So I have this thing where if I have a goal, I would write it down, keep it somewhere, hide it, even if I want to make it fun. And I would try to achieve that goal. And one of those times I'll just find it again. And if I haven't achieved that goal yet, then I'm going to try harder.
Yeah.
So that's something I use.
Recommend that. And whenever you have an idea, you just stick to it. I know for me, I'm talented in my own right, and I always have ideas. Sometimes I can't turn my brain off at night, so a lot of times I stay up late because I always have something on my brain, so I always go to my journal and I'll write it down. So that's a good tip for you guys. I don't know if you guys are crazy like me and always have these ideas and can't sleep, so that's a good success habit that I have as well. When an idea comes to mind, so that I don't lose the idea or the creativeness of it, I'll write it down in my journal, or I'll just put it in my notes in my phone so that I don't forget it, which is a great tip.
Yeah.
Really great tip. So let everybody know, well, before I go there, is there anything else that you want to let everybody be aware of before we end the interview, or is there something that I haven't asked that you want everybody to know?
Yeah, we.
Take your time.
So, yeah, we got a hit that's about to drop soon, in the summer. So, hopefully we can like drop it like as soon as possible.
Can you give us a little bit more information, expound on it, what it is, what the name of the hit is, or
No breaks.
no breaks?
No breaks.
That sounds like pressure in a great way. Pressure. Applying pressure. That's what no breaks sound like. Okay, that's awesome. So you guys are going to be releasing that this summer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So before we end, tell everybody what your social media handles are.
For Instagram, you can reach me at It's Eric. That's its.eric. And yeah.
Okay, and you, social media handles?
For me, just reach me at Youngcryo11. This YOUNGCYRO and 11.
Perfect. You guys were awesome. We're going to go to a quick break, and we will be back shortly.
Hey, look, these niggas is not artists. I'm stepping up as if I'm really marching. They know when I start spinning becomes real alarming. Most these haters keep swearing they biting, but they're just barking. If they were, I promise you they will only be harmless. And trust me, I could be nice but also heartless. If they run up on me and believe they'll get the part, and I'm only just finished something that they have already started. So many people said I was gonna mix, it wasn't possible. Swear to God I really gonna face any obstacles. Feeling like I'm Luke Cage, very unstoppable. They're trying to figure me out because I'm just unsolvable. Yeah, been making different moves, always having people just guessing. And the only time they really love me is when they feeling threatened. Cause way I'm really rapping can be dangerous like a lethal weapon. No, I'm not no teacher, but I hope you learn from something from this lesson.
Keep clapping, y'all. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Keep clapping, How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right, well, here y'all. I'm excited. Looking good? Appreciate that. I lost over 120 pounds, y'all. Diet, exercise, a little cocaine, a little bit. I ain't going to any Craig. I met a dude named Craig. He's my life coach, but I think the surgery would have been less expensive, though. I like this. I like to see the faces. Interracial couples, I like that. That's how I like my black women. White. Exactly how I like it. I'm excited to be in the Baltimore Comedy Festival. I really got excited when I saw y'all mature women in the arts. I like that. I like older women, man. You know, I like mine like that.
Visually, I never thought this would happen. Never thought that mess, I don't know, she keep asking. Acting all dramatic, matter of fact, keep it static. Same mess, but I'm really gon' manage. I'm above, I ain't no average. Talk shit, fuck around, make it savage. Nigga, fuck what you want. I'm gonna do what I want. Cause I notice everybody gon' be the same till they end up switching. I don't really care, I'm on a mission. If you have a problem, mind your business. I don't give a fuck, it's just a feeling. I'm just trying to make a living. Why do niggas always keepin' on testing me? I guess they're trying to get the best of me. With friends, always come with some enemies. I'ma make my goals like I'm Messi. Shawty been hitting my line. Like a shawty, man, I'm pretty busy. Matter of fact, it's really easy. I'm sorry, shawty be thinking that she really need me. Sorry, you're your own. I don't give a fuck what you want. Where was you at when I was in the mud? Niggas be talking about they really fun. Getting the money right now, that's a must. I'm going all even riding the dust. I got a rookie, man, I let it buzz. Tired of these hoes, man, they always fuzz. Don't speak of my name. Stop with the cap, you ain't with no gang. Shit is a shame. Funny how money can make people change. So I had to go on a different page. Stop on the gas. No nigga, I cannot dwell in the past. All I could say was fun while it lasts. Now I got put my dogs right on the map. Visually, I never thought this would happen. Never thought that miss, I don't know, she keep asking. Acting all dramatic, matter of fact, keep it static. Same mess, but I'm really gon' manage. And above, I ain't no average. Talk shit, fuck around, make it savage. Nigga, fuck what you want. I'm gonna do what I want. Cause I notice everybody gon' be the same till they end up switching. I don't really care, I'm on a mission. If you have a problem, mind your business. I don't give a fuck, it's just a feeling. I'm just trying to make a living.
Yeah, welcome back to the Chelley Roy Show. Give it up for Youngcryo11. Give it up, guys. Amazing performance. You guys be sure to check out Say It and Reminisce on all music platforms, you guys. I want to thank you to all of my guests. Thank you so much to Comedian Alabama and all the way from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Thank you so much, Youngcryo11. Thank you so much to my audience, and thank you for everyone who continues to support me. You guys have a great night.